And
And
the women are getting in touch with their feminine side, they
mm-hmm,
sexiness. When you talk about like, because I'm also like a sex expert, I went through Planned Parenthood to get my certificate.
mm-hmm.
Sexual health is very important. I know a lot of people be like, how you gonna listen to WAP and all this stuff and the words they saying? I mean, it's power in the P.
Yeah,
Sex sells.
yeah,
You hear
yeah,
me? I can't
yeah,
wait to lose a couple of pounds so I can make a sexy picture or two. Because I would
yeah,
have been at 1,000 subscribers. You hear me? Because sex sells.
yeah, yeah.
And
Uh, I didn't know
people
it was a such thing as a sex expert.
Yeah, I like to go around and talk to people. Well, I want to do it for teens to
Hmm.
just because in school they practice abstinence.
Yeah,
That's really not possible for everybody. Look at what's on TV. Look at the
it's
music.
being promoted. It's right there in your face being promoted.
My daughter was watching Peppa Pig, and I tell you no lie, she was twerking.
Mm.
Peppa Pig was twerking. I was like, "What the hell are you watching, mate? Like, what
Yeah,
is going on?" So, I
yeah.
mean, the sex and the sexual innuendos have always been in Disney movies. It's
Hmm.
on TV. Even when I make my kids watch children YouTube, they still
Hmm.
have commercials on there about periods and pads. So
Mm.
it's out there, and
Yeah,
our grandmothers wouldn't want to see that on TV, or they didn't have the internet, so we're gonna say on TV, but it's there. So
yeah,
you
yeah.
have to be honest with your kids. I think starting at fifth, sixth grade, you need to start talking about sex, your body. We
Hmm.
don't do pet names. It's vagina and penis. It's
Yeah,
no little cookie or your best friend or the little pocketbook or whatever else the old people
yeah.
used to say. No little
Yeah,
pee-wee. That's your
yeah,
penis.
yeah.
Nobody touches this.
You got to
That's
be
your private
honest.
area.
Yeah, you have to be
So
honest with the words that you say.
you have to be honest. You have to be straightforward. So that's why I wanted to become a sex expert to talk to 16 and 17-year-olds or
Hmm.
even 13 and 14-year-olds because two 13-year-olds is pregnant out here by me. Because I still live in like a little project. I live in the Ville, McKinnisville.
Oh, that's what's up. I love them. That's where I'm from. See, I'm from College Hills now.
Oh yeah, yeah. I still
Yeah,
got family living in Hills,
yeah,
Ridgebrook.
yeah.
You know
You
what I'm
know.
saying? So my mama was a teen mom. All my
Hmm.
brothers and sisters, I got 8 brothers and sisters. They all was teen parents. Only me and my little sister wasn't teen parents.
Yeah.
Now I had my first child at 25, so my family was calling me a granny because they didn't think I was
Mm.
gonna ever have kids. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because by
Yeah.
28, my mama was a granny. You see, so
God. Yeah.
you have to talk about sexual health. You can't not avoid the situation. Forget the
Hmm.
birds and the bees. Let's talk about sexual health.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My nephew was living with me. He was 12 years old. I happened to get on his phone, scrolling through his little text message. A little 12-year-old girl asked her, could she give him some head?
Mm.
He didn't know what head was. He was like, well, why would she say that? What's that?
Yeah.
So I had to break it down to him what that was. She wants to put her mouth on your private parts.
Yeah.
He's like, that's disgusting. Why would she want to do that? Now I'm having to talk to him, and I was like, no, look, I don't know the right words to talk to him. My
Hmm.
kids are small. I need to go take me a class.
Yeah.
I have a psychology degree, but they didn't teach us about how to talk to a kid about sex.
Hmm.
So
That's and
listen,
people don't do it early enough. Like, why is it such a fear to have a conversation? Like, I think it should be done like at 8 years old because I'm 40 years old, and we was
mhm.
having those conversations at 12 back then in '92 when I was 12. So I can imagine what's going on now in 2021. Them kids having conversations at 8, 9 years old.
Look at TikTok. All they got to do is scroll up, and it's somebody naked, boobs out, Instagram, all that. We
Yeah,
didn't have all that, but we did play high go get it in the
that's fact.
summertime
Now
in
that's
Lionsdale. You hear me?
that's
And
fact.
when somebody rub up against you, that kind of feel good. What's that? If it
Yeah,
feel like that with clothes on, what
yeah.
is it going to feel like when the clothes not on?
That's.
So
Hmm.
have to start talking to these kids earlier about sex and about their bodies. Why
Hmm.
does this feel good when you touch that? Why does this get a little hard in the morning? Like
Yeah,
I'm not trying to be vulgar. I'm trying to be honest. That at 11 years old, they can start ejaculating.
yeah, yeah,
What is happening to my body? And to go through life with a parent who don't want to talk about it. Oh, this is wrong. This is wrong. You need somebody like me who's going to tell you the honest truth with your parent
hmm,
consent because it might be hard for your own parent to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
But they can reach out to me and I can talk to them about it in layman's terms without being vulgar or telling them, oh, sex feel good. Make sure you go do it. No,
Yeah,
no,
and if people listening to the podcast and the show, y'all got, I'm gonna put all her links and descriptions in the podcast so y'all can reach out to Eva K if y'all have to, you know what I'm saying, get some knowledge about this, because I feel like for real, like parents don't need to be sugarcoating nothing and
mm-mm.
scared to say anything, because like you ain't gonna do nothing but make your child more curious.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Hey, I was that child
Mm-hmm.
because my friends was doing all this stuff. I was like, wait a minute.
I still ain't had that conversation with my mama.
I did. I went to my mom and talked to her about it and my daddy. Because I was
Yeah.
like, well, what is this? My
Yeah.
mama broke down condoms, STDs, all of that. And
Mm.
don't go
Yeah.
around hiding. Because you know what? Your 13 or 14-year-old could be hiding behind a building trying to, you know, have
Get
sex
them
with each
pants
other.
burning. Yeah.
And if the police, shine a light on them, they're going to be labeled sex offenders. A lot of people don't know that. If you have
Mm.
sex in a car, you have sex in a park, you have sex in any public place, especially a playground,
Yeah.
you will be labeled as a sex offender.
I didn't know that. I didn't have a clue from that.
Yeah, people want to be spontaneous outside. Go ahead. You can be
Yeah.
in your backyard. You
And
can
get
pee
caught.
outside and be labeled a sex offender. Yeah, people don't know that. They better
Yeah.
get with it.
Yeah, you got to get with it. I got it. Hey, I got it. A sex spurt.
I'm telling you,
Mm.
and I want to turn my channel towards that, like do some videos, like separate videos for that.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to get my viewers up first. I want to get my following up, and then start going to other sex experts and talking to them.
Yeah.
Because sexual health is important, especially when we turn on TV and it's a gay sex scene on every
That's a fact. That's a fact.
show. And
That's a
there's,
fact.
even the cartoons now, they got little stud little girls on Lincoln Loud. They got the gay
Mm-hmm.
daddies. And my son was like, well, what? Why do they
And
got two
people
days?
don't know SpongeBob now. I think ain't nothing wrong. I ain't saying this the same thing wrong with people's sexuality, but I think SpongeBob don't like girls. I think SpongeBob, you know what I mean? And the kids got to watch
That's
that.
why he always dressed up as a girl.
Yeah.
Him and Patrick always dressed up girls with the little wigs and the little ponytails
Yeah.
and get Mr. Krabs' attention and all that. Attention seeking
Mm.
behavior.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my
Dang, that's
cousin,
crazy.
I got a couple of gay cousins, but they girls. But
Hmm.
my son was like, well, how she got two mamas and I only got one? Or, like, so I talked to my 5-year-old about, sexuality and stuff like that. Some
Yeah.
people are gay. We don't judge people that's different from us.
Yeah.
You know,
Hmm.
we go to
That's
McDonald's, it's a transgender um lady in the window. He's like, well,
hmm.
is that a boy or a girl? So I have to teach them, you don't ask anybody that. That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
asking their pronouns, like what pronouns do you go by? Do you go
Hmm.
by he, she, them,
Yeah.
ex? It's a
Yeah.
lot to learn, and I feel like especially the older generation, because I got a transgender cousin that was on my show. It was one of the first
Hmm.
videos I did, and people still try to disrespect her and call her a him,
Yeah.
or try to call her by her government name and not the
Mm.
name she's given herself, and
Yeah.
that's not okay.
And you got to let people be who they are and who they
Yeah,
want to be.
yeah.
Yeah. And no discrimination behind that, because like uh the older generation, the people that's like my age and probably older, they're gonna be less receptive of it than the new age people. The new age people grew
Mhm.
up in this world, so they're gonna be more receptive of it. So man, it's
The
crazy.
Trevor Jackson podcast.
Come follow the brick wall. It's your girl Eva K, and I'm ready to eat. Hey, who ready to eat with me? Who ready to come bread with me? Let's break bread. Come break bread with me. Let's break bread. We about to eat this food and get fed. Come break bread with me. Let's break bread. Now bow your head, hey, cause we gotta say the grace, cause we about to eat. We about to eat. I can't wait.